It is Saturday, July 30th in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
And we are back with our three best picks of the day. We got our favorite two game picks. We got a no one first inning. Of course, we got our hit streak props coming your guys' way.
As always, guys, just do us a real quick favor and hit that subscribe button. It's the weekend, so let's have some weekend winners, Austin. Good vibes only. Also, drop a like on this video.
Yeah, and let's hop into a recap from yesterday. A pretty solid day overall for all of us. I mean, now I did, if you were watching the video, I did give out Brian Bellows' strikeout prop over 3.5. He gets scratched, ends up coming in a relief appearance, and gets the 4 Ks that we needed. But I won't count that towards our record. Cardinals minus 1.5. Great call, Logan. I'm curious what you got for the people today. I did add Athletics, team total under 3.5. Lance Land threw a couple turkeys out there. They hit him for a home run. But you know what? The NRFI clutches up. At late night, Angels, Rangers, no one first inning. We will take that. Now, our hit streak props, as you know, we're trying to go on a hit streak and just reinvest the money we win on each day. I can't get past day 2, man. DJ LeMahieu gets 2 walks. Logan gets past day 3 with Verdugo, so we'll see what his pick is for day 4. And then our parlay of the day smacks as well. So that's awesome. Cardinals minus 1.5. Astros first 5 run line. So we will take that. Hopefully you guys tailed that odds jam parlay. We will not have an odds jam parlay today. We only do those Monday through Friday, but we will have an underdog parlay, which didn't hit yesterday, but have a lot of confidence in today's pick. We had just hit 2 in a row, so we were doing L. But if you want to sign up for underdog, use code COS or the link in the description, 100% deposit match. We certainly would appreciate it. I saw a couple people used our link yesterday. Thank you guys all so much. Our odds jam, our underdog parlay will be live shortly after this. Just waiting for a couple lines, but you should see it in the pinned comment pretty soon. But Logan, you've been on a heater. Oh, I got one last note. 2 new COS All-Stars, Hunter and Corey. Thank you all for supporting the channel. But Logan, you've been on a heater, and I heard you're going for some plus money today.
Yeah, I am going for some plus money. And this pick might not be super popular with the public, but you know what? I'm riding it. Going Red Sox versus Brewers, and I'm taking the Red Sox first 5 run line, so -0.5 versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Currently plus 118 odds on FanDuel is your best value as Austin's pulling up here, right? Not a ton of books have this line out yet. I'm curious to see when more have it out, but it is a solid plus money play, right? And I'm doing some line reading here, right? First of all, Red Sox are in a pick 'em today despite losing 8 out of their last 10 games. You know what? Everyone and their mother is just going to wake up today. Don't not even think about it and bet Brewers money line. This is what they're going to do, right? And to me, that's just turning your brain on autopilot, not really thinking about it. But I kind of sat there and thought about this game a lot. And I doubt if the Red Sox aren't competitive in the first 5, that they'll even have a shot in this game. With their 25th ranked bullpen, ERA, their bullpen usually comes in and sells them the game, as they did yesterday. So it's like, if they're not going to have a lead through 5, are they ever going to have a lead, right? The Brewers bullpen's pretty solid on the year. They got a good closer and like a guy like Hader. But it's like, I have to look at this and say, where is there an opportunity for the Red Sox to have an advantage in this game, for it to be a pick 'em? And I love it in the first 5 if I'm getting plus value. They're facing Eric Lauer today, he's not an amazing pitcher, right? 4.73 road ERA, a 1.29 whip on the road. Look, he certainly will put some runners on base. That's no doubt. Last 3 starts for Lauer, gave up 4 runs, in the first 5 to Colorado. Colorado's a good team at hitting left-handed pitchers, and 2 runs to Pittsburgh in the first 5. Look, Pittsburgh's not a good offense, and they certainly got some runs up on him. Boston is 6th in batting average and 7th in OPS versus lefties. This is a top 10 offense versus left-handed pitchers, so they should be able to hit Lauer today, right? The Red Sox bats can be patient with Lauer. There will be, free base runners. Lauer 3 walks and 2 out of the last 3 starts. He's one of those pitchers that sometimes does struggle with command. And I think if the Red Sox just are able to put the bat on their shoulder, just not swing in the dirt. I know I'm asking a lot for some of those hitters, but they can be able to do it. I've seen them do it before. They just need to go up there with some plate discipline. And Pivetta needs to hold it down against the Brewers, hitters. 4.29 ERA at home. He dialed it back in post All-Star break, right? In his most recent start, 5 2/3 innings pitched, 1 earned run versus the Guardians. But in his 2 prior starts, terrible, right? 6 and 7 earned run type games. So I think Pivetta being able to dial it back in, get it going after the All-Star break, he's poised for a decent start, right? Against Milwaukee. Milwaukee 18th in batting average, 13th in OPS on the road. The only Milwaukee hitter, I pulled all their splits versus Pivetta. The only Milwaukee hitter that really hits Pivetta well is Renfroe, right? 429 batting average. But Renfroe in his last 3 games has not been great. Only a .77 batting average in his last 3 games. He's been not great. If you look at his odds to record a hit, right? Because Austin and I do these hit props, -175 to record a hit. I mean, the books don't have a whole lot of confidence in Renfroe to record a hit. So I think Pavetta can hold it down for us. I think we might be able to get a run up into on Lauer. And I'm just saying, I love Red Sox first 5 for the value in here. It's probably not going to be popular in the comments, but I don't really care. Now, Logan's line read part 2, Nationals plus 0.5 in the first 5 at even odds. Look, that was almost my pick today, but I just don't want to watch Eric Fedde host batting practice. But I think that line is telling us that those national hitters definitely can get to Dakota Hudson, because you know what? He's just not that great of a pitcher either. But that's what I'm going with today. Austin, time for some hit streak. What we got?
Yeah, so we're going to start with you because you've been on a very good hot streak, and you're going to go to a guy that hurt me and wronged me real well. But his name is Austin Riley. Great first name. Naturally, when I wasn't on him, he had 3 extra base hits yesterday after a day off. But I like it, minus 300, trying to go to day 5. Hey, I'm living vicariously through you because I can't make it past day 2. I get day 1, and then day 2 we stink. And I swear I give you, there's probably about 6 players I come to the morning with. I'm like, I want to pick one of these. All the 5 that get a hit, they aren't the ones that I picked. But today I'm going with Paul Goldschmidt. I'm hoping Fedde hosts a little bit of batting practice. I don't need a lot. I just need one little meatball to Paul Goldschmidt. Let him get a single, double, whatever it may be. I'm riding with him as my first play of the day. Hopefully I can go to day 2 tomorrow and then really start getting into a groove like Logan's in right now. But as for my pick of the day, it wasn't really a player prop that stuck out to me. So Logan, I see you on the Red Sox, but I have a Sox that's better than yours. And I'm taking the White Sox that are going to be minus 0.5 in the first 5, taking on the Athletics, minus 118 on FanDuel Sportsbook. So we see, a couple other books, BetMGM and DraftKings, a little bit more juice, but I like this minus 118 that we're getting here. Now, why am I on the White Sox today? And let's look at who's starting. Right now, we got Paul Blackburn scheduled to start for the Athletics, and then Johnny Cueto projected to start for the White Sox. Let's dive into Blackburn first. Last 3 starts, 6, 5, and 10 earned runs. Look, I would pray to God that we can get 10 earned runs today. If we can get that, I would consider this a mortal lock, but I doubt that's going to happen. And I just don't see. I see Blackburn dialing in a little bit, but I still think they can get to him because he's really been struggling. I mean, he's lost 3+ earned runs and 5 of 6 starts. So he's still been on a struggle bus overall. And the White Sox have pretty good plate appearances versus him. Only 26, but they expected batting average of 338, only a 7.7% K percentage. Blackburn's really been struggling. And I also like who's on the mound for the White Sox. It's going to be Johnny Cueto. Been very solid in July. His last 3 starts, just 0, 1, and 3 earned runs. And he's allowed only 9 home runs this year. Now you could say, sure, Austin, why are you keep fading the Athletics? Because I faded them yesterday, taking their under team total. But this is a team that I swear they've only been hitting home runs. And for a guy like Cueto to only allow 9 home runs this year, I think that's pretty solid. And you look at they have 41 plate appearances versus Cueto, just a 167 expected batting average, a 22% K percentage. I really think Cueto's due for a pretty good start today. He's been pretty solid in July, just a 2 ERA. He's faced some very good offenses, not just in July, but pretty overall in the season. He's had to face teams like the Guardians and the Twins in July, but he's had to face the Yankees, Dodgers, Twins a couple times. He's faced a lot of good offenses, so he's seen a lot of good bats. I don't really think the A's are one of those good bats. I mean, they're 29th in runs, 30th in batting average. They have been hotter as of late after they swept the Astros, took game 1 of the series versus this White Sox team. So they're on kind of a heater, but I think the White Sox will end that today. So taking White Sox minus 0.5 in the first 5, just minus 118 on FanDuel. We just need a 1-run lead. Now, if I needed a lean, Ranger Suarez of the Phillies over 4.5 Ks. I know what everyone and their mother will be on this bet today. People have just been hammering lefties versus the Pirates. Can't blame them. They've been striking out like crazy. 4.5 Ks, not asking for a whole lot. If I had to do a player prop, this would probably be it. Just didn't want to really be on the public on a Saturday. Don't really want to be doing that. So that's my lean for player prop, but that's not what we're talking about right now, Logan. We're talking about Nerfy Nation time, and we need to grab those flags and have a good time. It's Nerfy Nation. Cashed yesterday, pretty no sweat bet. Got to fly these flags. If you don't have these flags, go become a COS All-Star. Hit the join button on the channel. We'll shout you out in tomorrow's video. Today, we are going to the Twins-Padres game, and we're taking the no on first inning, minus 130 on Barstool. A little bit juiced. Yesterday, if you took Twins-Padres, we're sorry for it. Yeah, they had to live through a Luke Voigt launching nuke. But today they got Joe Musgrove on the mound. He's 14-3 on no on first innings. Been very solid overall this year. Since 2019, very solid pitcher. 69-18 on no on first innings. One of the better ones in the league. And we look at the guys that he'll likely be facing in the top half of the order. Luis Arraez, 0-1 versus Musgrove, and Carlos Correa, 0-5. Look, you need to get that first out in Arraez. He's normally a single guy getting on the first base. We can get him out, potentially get Correa from hitting an extra base hit. I have pretty good confidence there. But look at the Twins, team that when they score, they pour it on. First inning runs. But, this is a team that we've seen them score 10 runs just as likely as we've seen them score 0 runs in a game. So I think Mr. Musgrove been one of the better, more consistent pitchers. He can get me those first 3 outs. Who's on the mound for the Twins today?
Yeah, it's Sonny Gray, and Sonny Gray actually really good on NRFIs as well, right? 12-2 on NRFIs this year. So he's been really solid. To me, I don't want to pick Sonny Gray full game because he usually implodes in the fourth or fifth inning. But in the first inning, he's pretty solid, right? San Diego also not very good in first inning runs, 26 in first inning runs. The main obstacles for Sonny Gray to get this NRFI is going to be Machado and Hosmer, who do have decent splits versus Sonny Gray. But I think he can do it, right? I've seen these Padres, they just scored, 10 runs last night? Yeah, they're kind of due to come back down to earth. The over-under set to 7.5. Not expecting a whole lot of offense in this one. I do really like this one for NRFI. I think we can make it 2 in a row and fly these flags once again.
Hey, that's all we're looking for. We love flying these flags with you guys on Twitter and in the comment section down below. So definitely, if you have that NRFI Nation flag, go fly it in the comments down below. We want to hear your favorite bets of the day. Like I said earlier at the top of the show, our Underdog Fantasy Parlay is coming soon. Check out that pinned comment. Should be live by definitely no later than 10 a.m. Eastern time. So definitely check it out. Sign up for Underdog using code COS. And Logan and I hopefully will bring out the brooms. We were wrong to have a broom opportunity today since Bello technically didn't count, but I think we're bringing them out tomorrow. So we'll see you guys on Sunday morning. Have a great weekend. We'll see you.